being a teacher was never on my radar. I want to do things to affect the world in a different way, and so I went into social work, and I worked as a social worker for 5 years. But when I got the opportunity to travel to Korea and teach abroad, I taught students from kindergarten all the way through middle school. It just opened my eyes to, oh my gosh, you can help friends get excited about learning.
Melissa Porfirio eventually decided to make a career change to education and found a niche focus in a graduate program through George Mason. That's where she met Crestwood's Kim Amenabar, her internship supervisor.
Anything that she learned, anything that she read, anything that you told Melissa, she incorporated into the classroom. She's definitely the most outstanding intern I ever had.
What was unique about the program became what was unique about Melissa.
Ayana and her family are...
A-R-U-E! S-O-M-E! Awesome! Awesome! Totally!
She doesn't look at a child as a unit. She says, this child is part of a whole group in our class, part of a whole family. And all of that brings to bear, and I want to know about that, accept it, celebrate it, and bring it into their learning. And so she becomes part of their families, and their families become part of this classroom. And that is her greatest strength.
As a former social worker, home visits were part of Melissa's previous job. Now that she's a teacher, she makes her students feel at home in her classroom.
What I think about her is that she's very smart, and she makes children feel really comfortable towards her. It's like if they were at home with a family member or something. And she just has like that action, that attitude with children that makes them feel happy about being near her and having her help.
Looking eyes and a smile, I feel super happy and welcome.
Outside the classroom, Melissa always goes above and beyond to engage families and build partnerships with our families. She tutors children on her own time. She can often be seen in the summertime at the neighborhood pool cheering children on the swim team. She's out with kids in the playgrounds. She's just a fixture in this community.
If you're doing those outside activities, when you see them at home, how they respond to, their parents' directions, or you go to like a Taekwondo ceremony and you can see that they can focus during that, you're learning other things that you can apply in the class to help them work at their maximum potential. What made you pick clay this time?
Because I wanted to try something new.
So do you know that you're really stretching your thinking now? You're brave, you're taking risks and showing different ways of thinking. You should pat yourself on the back and be very proud of yourself for that.
Melissa believes there are some other important skills that just can't be learned from a book.
She has this respect for children, for families, for learners, for colleagues, that is, I think, part of who she is. It can't be taught.
You turn on the news and there's so many things that show you that when people don't feel included or a part of something, or respected or heard or seen, bad things happen through that. So I felt that becoming a teacher was one way to help them learn tolerance and respect for each other. Go ahead, you can hug.
Oh.
Now, what apology of action would you like for working on the problem? You're still thinking? When you figure out from our list of what's going to help you feel better, you can let Samantha know.
Frances was a student in Melissa's first class at Crestwood in 2005. Melissa and Frances have remained in touch as she has moved on to high school.
Her personality is what makes her stand out because she's always happy, she's always energetic, she's always talkative and being exciting to all her kids. Like, some kids probably don't want to do anything, and she says it in a nice way. Come on, do it, you can do it, and they do it.
Melissa Porfirio has been able to use the skills and insights she gained in her previous social work career to excel as a teacher for Fairfax County Public Schools. She recognizes that the time she takes with her students outside of the classroom is just as valuable as the time within her classroom walls. And now she's the 2013 FCPS Teacher of the Year.
Hooray, hooray, hooray!
Well, she's been a part of my life since I met her. She's not just a teacher, she's like a really good friend to me and to my family, my brothers.